Hello?
Hello, is this Paula?
Yes, it is.
Paula, it's Willy Tyler in Billings, Montana.
Hey, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Paula Poundstone, of course, one of Comedy Central's 100 greatest stand-ups of all time. You're on NPR's news quiz show, Wait, Don't Tell Me. Is that what that's called?
Yes.
Yes, I love that show.
Thank you.
Where are you right now?
I'm standing in my kitchen.
Oh, okay, very good. On your way to Billings very soon?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Billings before?
I think I was there a long, long time ago.
Okay.
But, covered wagons. It was wild.
Sure. Your career, of course, spans a lot of decades. I remember you growing up a lot of HBO specials.
That's right.
And then, of course, all over Comedy Central lately, and we really see you quite a few places. The internet a lot lately.
I've been around a long time. That helps.
When did you start your career?
In 79.
Wow. Where did you start out at?
In Boston.
Okay.
And I was lucky enough to be around right when there was this kind of resurgence in audience interest in stand-up comedy. Mm-hmm. And, there's really great audiences and great grounds for experimentation throughout the 80s, really, and the early 90s.
Sure. I remember some Johnny Carson, too. I'm sure you've probably done most of them.
But Johnny Carson's in there, and I kind of, I've done all the old standards.
Right. And even some newer things. We've seen you all over the internet recently.
I am what do they call a web presence?
You are a web presence, that's for sure. I am a web
presence. I even have, I do stupid Twitter and Facebook, and I make films for YouTube and for my website. But I even have a 24-hour webcam that is focused on my cat's food and water bowls.
Oh, you do?
And I occasionally, I actually was... I had to stop due to overwhelm here at home, but soon we'll resume. I do a presentation called the Big Book of Bad Ideas Show.
Okay.
That requires, because the camera doesn't move, it's a fixed camera.
Right.
It's mounted in the leg of a table, and it's sort of pointed towards the cat bowls that are in a corner. So there's not a lot of backdrop there. But therefore, in order to present, I have to lay down on the floor underneath the table and stick my head over the cat food bowls. Therefore, my show will never have a lot of guests. Okay.
I see that. You do have your first comedy CD out, too.
I do. It's called I Heart Jokes. Paula tells them in Maine. It's, it's a performance that I did in Maine. Could have been done anywhere. It happened to have been done in Maine.
I like a live comedy on CD. A lot of people don't do that anymore. You don't see it as much.
It was fun. People always say to me, like, well, how come I only have one, or why did it take me so many years to do that? I guess I thought it was harder to do than it is. Mm-hmm. Plus, in all the years that I didn't do CDs, technology has improved.
Sure.
To where the audience members are such an important part of my shows that if there's no way of including them, it really misses a lot. Mm-hmm. And therefore, they're included.
Tell me a little bit about the NPR show. What's that like?
It is so much fun. It's a weekly news quiz show, obviously based on they ask questions about the week's news, and there's 3 panelists each week, and people call in and play the game as well. But there's 3 panelists each week. I'm not on every week. I'm not on nearly often enough, I feel. But we vie for the mantle of knowing the most about the week's news. Uh-huh. And it's usually the news of the weird that trips you up. But, it's kind of a cheating way to know what's going on.
To know what's going on. Well, you definitely keep up on things. I mean, you see, you do a lot of blogging and stuff like that, too, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not as well informed as in fact, the truth is, on Wait, Don't Tell Me, I hold the record for losses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not by design. I tend to be kind of the village idiot of the show, but not by design. It just works out that way. The others cheat too.
Okay. Well, and what I've seen, you haven't really been a political comedian so much, right? You do some.
Honestly, it depends what's going on in my house.
Okay.
The more drama in the Poundstone home, the less I know about the outside world. I mean, honestly, this last election, it was days after it was over that I found out that Obama was still president.
Really?
The only thing I really knew about the last election was that there was a witch running. That was the only thing that stuck out in my head. And I really think that was just a seasonal thing. I think that if we'd had the election in December, she would have been an elf.
Okay.
But I think it's really important to know what's going on in the world,
Sure.
and I make some effort, but I swear I'm usually just so overwhelmed here at home, which I think is part of the, it's part of the power structure plan, really, is to just, keep us little people, ignorant as much as if we're just buried in, trying to get our kids through school, then, how could we possibly keep up with what's going on in the world? And getting your kid through school right now is just a hellacious experience. Sure. Well, I have 3 school-age kids, and I this year I had a new system, which is I just do their homework, and it's going so much better.
Sure. Faster.
Yeah, exactly. No one ever lies about homework anymore. Right. So long as I'm doing it, they throw in some extra credit assignments.
There you go. What's it like at the Poundstone home? Is it? I hear you have cats.
We have 16 cats.
Yeah.
Therefore, if one goes on the website and sees the the webcam, although currently I'm standing right near the bulls right now. Currently, no one is eating, but 9 times out of 10, there's some sort of action going on over there. 16 is a lot of cats, and people often ask me how I ended up with 16 cats, and fortunately, I was able to track the history of that, which is that I had 15. And I got one more.
That's probably exactly how it happened.
Yeah, that's using the old public school education right there.
There you go. Paula, we're really looking forward to the show. The Babcock Theater is a historic theater downtown here in Billings. Really an absolutely beautiful place.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to being there.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, too. You can get your tickets online at jadepresents.com. I believe you can stop by the Babcock. Also, there's an 800 number that I'll put up on our blog. But 8 o'clock, January 28th, the Babcock Theater. And Paula, you're a comedy legend. We're looking forward to it.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It was nice talking with you.
You too. Thank you.